Hello everyone. Today we are going to be talking about building a transaction monitoring tool with Tatum APIs. So basically this is what helps us to show the transaction history of an address directly from the blockchain. So first of all, let us demo this. We'll need a Tatum API key. You can get this from your Tatum dashboard here. We'll get that. Continue. Then we'll select an environment. For this, I'm going to select base, and we can select a address that I want to use to test. I use this, and voila, we see the last 10 examples of transactions on the blockchain for this address. And it also shows you the type, fungible tokens. It was a native ETH transfer. It was something multi-token, like an ARC 1155. This was native, it was multi-token. Yeah, so multi-token basically are things like ARC 155 token standards. So that's a multi-token contract type. Then fungibles are ARC 20. Yeah, and natives are ETH tokens transfer. Okay, so let us go into how this is going to be made. We are currently looking into a React application. This is a React component called Transact Monitor. And the job of this component is to fetch transactions from the Tatum API. We get it from the chain, from the blockchain, and format those transactions to something that's more readable and display them. So first of all, let's just look through the basic JSX here. So this is some basic JSX code in React. I will drop a link in the description to the GitHub to see for this. So this is the JSX code for displaying the information, displaying the data. So let's focus on Tatum. So Tatum requires an API key first. The API key can be gotten from your dashboard. So after signing up for Tatum, and you'll get 1,000 free credits for live, and test is always free, so you can also work with test. You get the API key from your dashboard, and from the dashboard you're able to then call APIs from Tatum's API reference. So this link here, this endpoint can be got from Tatum's API reference. I can also link that in the description. So this is a V4 transaction. Also note that there are multiple versions of Tatum at the moment. Latest is V4, which you should all be using. I think V2 will be deprecated very soon, later this year. So the V4 transaction gives us a history API, get API, that allows us to attach the chain and user's address. And with just these two values, you can get transactions directly from the blockchain for a particular address. So we call this here with fetch. Please, your API key and the application adjacent are important. We specify it as a get method, and then we are able to first check if we get a proper response. If that is correct, we move on to converting into JSON format. And after converting to JSON format, we then kind of do some JavaScript magic here with map, basically iterating through the data and then reformatting it to something that looks more cleaner and we can work with. And we use that formatted information to be displayed on the screen. So Tatum probably provides the easiest way to pull data your from your solution. So if you are running an exchange, for example, and you have a dedicated virtual account address for users, You can use this endpoint to get all the transaction activity of that address, from NFTs to native transfers to ERC20 tokens. You can get everything using the Tatum transaction data. If you are building a NFT marketplace, for example, and you want to know the NFT activities that that account has done, you can use Tatum to bring all those transactions on chain, index them, query against them when needed. If you're building a, let's say for example, an wallet solution, right? Tatum makes it very easy to assign wallets to users, assign addresses to users, and get that transaction history immediately. So this is one of my favorite tools. It just makes it so simple. I've never seen anyone make it so simple. So even if you don't know Web3, with your understanding of Web2 APIs, you can call the Tatum endpoints and interact with the blockchain directly. This is the easiest way to do it. Even as a blockchain engineer myself, I prefer to use Tatum. Um, so I would love to link you to GitHub for this. That's basically it. I would love to see what you guys will build with Tatum also. Have a nice day, everyone. Thank you.